Check this out. Looks like a monster, right? This is a Japanese spider crab. Its legs can stretch up to 12 feet across. Yeah, 12 feet. Bigger than most people's living rooms. It's the largest crab species on Earth. They live deep in the waters around Japan. And here's the crazy part. They can live 100 years. But don't worry, they're not dangerous to humans. Take a look at this giant. This is the fin whale, the second largest whale alive. Only the blue whale is bigger. It can grow up to 85 feet long. That's longer than 3 school buses lined up. These whales can hit speeds of 25 miles per hour. That's why people call them the greyhounds of the sea. They mostly eat krill and small fish. And get this, one gulp can hold thousands of gallons of water. This photo shows a tornado spinning next to wind turbines. The funnel cuts across the sky with massive force. Wind turbines stand tall, blades still turning in the chaos. Tornadoes can reach speeds over 200 miles per hour. Turbines are built strong, but not for this kind of power. It's a rare and dramatic clash between nature and machines. This photo shows a modern cruise ship beside the Titanic. The difference in size between them is striking and undeniable. Titanic measured about 882 feet long during its time. Modern cruise ships can stretch more than 1,100 feet easily. They carry thousands of passengers with advanced safety and technology. Titanic once symbolized unmatched luxury and scale for sea travel. Now, compared to today's floating cities, it seems almost small. Modern ships represent progress, comfort, and size far beyond Titanic's era. Here we see a man standing beside a nuclear cooling tower. The tower's height makes him look tiny, almost invisible in scale. These towers often rise more than 600 feet into the air. They release enormous plumes of steam, not dangerous smoke or gas. Cooling towers work to lower water temperatures inside nuclear plants safely. The contrast between human size and engineering power is striking here. A single frame showing just how massive our energy systems are. Displayed here is Earth placed beside the massive planet Jupiter. The scale difference is jaw-dropping when seen in one clear comparison. Earth looks like a tiny marble floating beside a giant. This is one of the Titanic's propellers next to shipyard workers. The men look like ants. The propeller stands over 23 feet tall. It weighs more than 38 tons, made of solid bronze. There were 3 of these on the ship. Each one could push thousands of tons through the ocean. This photo shows just how enormous the Titanic really was. Displayed here is a massive whale skull set on the ground. Its jawbones stretch outward, showing just how enormous whales truly are. Some skulls can measure over 20 feet long by themselves. The openings reveal where the blowholes once connected for breathing. Whale skulls help scientists understand feeding habits and species differences clearly. The sheer size makes any human nearby appear unbelievably tiny. This single skull reminds us of the ocean's largest living giants. Jupiter's diameter is more than 11 times larger than Earth's. It could easily fit over 1,300 Earths inside its volume. The planet is made mostly of gas, unlike our rocky world. A single image revealing just how small Earth truly is. Shown here is Jatayupara, the world's largest bird sculpture in stone. It sits atop a hill in Kerala, India, stretching 200 feet long. The sculpture depicts Jatayu, a mythical eagle from the Indian epic Ramayana. Its wings spread wide, making it appear ready to soar skyward. Visitors can even enter the structure, which doubles as a cultural center. The monument honors courage, sacrifice, and ancient storytelling in breathtaking scale. An extraordinary blend of mythology, art, and engineering in one landmark. Seen here is a redwood tree standing beside several humans. The tree towers so high it almost disappears into the sky. Redwoods can grow more than 350 feet tall in the wild. That's taller than the Statue of Liberty, including its base. The trunks are wide enough for cars to drive through. These trees can live for over 2,000 years in forests. The image highlights nature's scale compared to our small human presence. Here we see the Great Pyramid of Giza compared with modern life. The massive structure rises 481 feet, dominating the desert horizon completely. Each limestone block weighs several tons, stacked with remarkable ancient precision. When built, it was the tallest man-made structure for 3,800 years. Its base covers over 13 acres of land in Egypt. Standing beside it, people look unbelievably small against the pyramid's bulk. This image shows the true scale of humanity's ancient engineering marvel. Shown here is the African Goliath beetle, a true insect heavyweight. It belongs to the scarab family and ranks among the largest beetles. Adults can reach nearly 12 centimeters in length at full growth. These beetles are mostly found in African regions with warm climates. Their diet includes tree sap and rotting fruit, rich in sugar. The image highlights a female, which has smoother head features. Males usually have horns used for fighting and competition, a striking example of nature's oversized, sugar-loving insects thriving in Africa. Featured here is the heart of a blue whale, the planet's largest animal. Its sheer size isn't surprising, but the details are astonishingly unique. The arteries are so wide that a full-grown human could fit inside. That alone shows the massive scale of its circulatory system completely. A blue whale's heart weighs around 180 kilograms, heavier than most people. This organ pumps blood through the world's largest living creature every day. The image captures nature's ultimate design for powering a true ocean giant. Here, we see an ostrich egg, the largest laid by any bird today. It also holds the record as the largest single cell on Earth. The egg can reach 6 inches long and 5 inches across in diameter. That makes it a giant compared to the everyday chicken egg completely. Each ostrich egg weighs around 1.3 kilograms, heavier than a dozen regular eggs. Despite the size, they're not eaten as often as TV shows suggest. This photo shows nature's scale pushed to the absolute extreme in birds. Shown here is the giant leatherback sea turtle, the biggest of all turtles. These giants can stretch up to 7 feet long, truly massive creatures. They can weigh as much as 2,000 pounds, about 910 kilograms total. Leatherbacks once swam in nearly every ocean except the Arctic and Antarctic. Today, sadly, their numbers are falling and they're officially listed as vulnerable species. Despite their size, they're gentle, feeding mostly on jellyfish floating in the seas. This image captures a living relic of Earth's incredible ocean history. Displayed here is the Victoria amazonica, the world's largest water lily species. Its leaves can grow massive, reaching up to 8 feet across easily. The underside is spiny and fleshy, supported by a very long stalk. That stalk can sink more than 20 feet deep into the water. These giant leaves are so strong they can hold a small human. It's nature's floating platform, wide, round, and unbelievably sturdy across calm waters. The photo highlights how plants can rival animals in astonishing size. Seen here is a museum reconstruction of Argentavis magnificens, the giant teratorn. It lived in Argentina around 6 to 8 million years ago. This bird holds the title of the largest flying bird ever discovered. Fossils suggest a wingspan between 20 and 25 feet. Absolutely enormous wings. Its weight reached about 80 kilograms or 176 pounds total. That's heavier than most adult humans would ever expect a bird to be. The reconstruction helps imagine how colossal this ancient sky ruler once looked. Here we have the skull of a massive wild boar specimen. Ordinary wild boars usually reach around 200 to 250 pounds. But rare giants can grow far bigger, some reaching nearly 1,000 pounds. This particular skull came from a boar weighing an incredible 760 pounds. For comparison, a full-sized wolf skull sits beside it, looking shockingly small. The size difference shows just how powerful these oversized boars could become. It's a striking reminder of nature's unpredictable scale in wild creatures. Here stands the saguaro cactus, the classic symbol of desert landscapes everywhere. It often grows taller than many trees, dominating the arid environment completely. On average, these cacti can stretch up to 40 feet in height. But one recorded giant reached an unbelievable 78 feet, nearly a building's size. Its spiny body stores water, helping it survive in extreme desert conditions. This cactus grows slowly, often living more than 150 years. The photo highlights how deserts hide towering giants among the sand. Here we see the harpy eagle, one of the world's most powerful birds. It's rarely spotted in the wild, making sightings truly remarkable for people. The wingspan reaches 6 to 7 feet, stretching nearly 2 full meters wide. Its curved talons are the real shock. They're bigger than grizzly bear claws. These talons can crush prey instantly, showing the bird's extreme hunting power. Despite its size, the harpy eagle moves silently through dense rainforest canopies. This image captures a predator built for dominance in the skies. Shown here is the Stratolaunch, holder of the world's largest airplane wingspan. Its wings stretch an astonishing 385 feet across, wider than a football field. This massive plane was designed to carry payloads weighing up to 550,000 pounds. To show its true scale, an 18-wheeler sits beside it, looking tiny. The comparison makes clear how massive this aircraft really is in reality. Despite its size, it was built to soar smoothly high above Earth. This picture highlights engineering ambition taken to unbelievable heights of design. Here's a stick insect, one of nature's most convincing masters of disguise. It looks exactly like a twig, blending perfectly into branches and leaves. That camouflage keeps it safe from predators searching for their next meal. But imagine a twig suddenly crawling up your arm. That's unsettling instantly. While this one looks big, the largest can reach 13 inches long. That size is enough to unsettle even the calmest bug-hating person. This photo reminds us that nature loves illusions with surprising scale. Here we see the giant Flemish rabbit, sitting bigger than a dog. This breed was originally raised for fur and meat in earlier times. But over the years, its gentle and sweet nature made it a pet. The largest recorded rabbit of this breed stretched 4 feet 3 inches long. It also weighed 22 kilograms, heavier than most toddlers carried by parents. Despite the size, they're calm, affectionate, and surprisingly easy to handle. The photo highlights how rabbits can grow beyond anyone's usual expectations. Here's the Ford F-650, a truck towering over the average person easily. It's a heavy-duty vehicle built for hauling, towing, and handling serious weight. Standing beside it, a normal person looks almost toy-sized in comparison instantly. The sheer height and width make it one of the largest road trucks. Its massive frame delivers raw power while still dominating city streets when driven. Most cars look tiny, parked next to this giant rolling machine of steel. The image captures automotive engineering scaled up for maximum size and strength. Shown here is the massive scoreboard at the Denver Broncos' stadium. It towers above the field, dominating the view for every spectator present. The screen stretches wide enough to display clear images across the entire stadium. Its height and width make nearby structures like seats look surprisingly small. The scoreboard shows replays, stats, and graphics in stunning high-definition detail. It's one of the largest sports screens in the United States today. This photo highlights how technology scales up to enhance live sporting experiences. Here we see the massive Jumbotron at AT&T Stadium in Texas. It hangs high above the field, visible from nearly every seat. The screen is so large that it feels like a floating wall of video. Fans can see replays, stats, and live action in incredible detail. Standing below it, people look tiny next to this technological giant. It's one of the largest stadium screens ever installed in the world. The photo shows how entertainment technology can reach astonishing, stadium-filling scale. Shown here is one of Shaquille O'Neal's massive championship rings on a hand. Placed on a normal-sized human finger, it looks ridiculously oversized immediately. The ring is thick, heavy, and adorned with dozens of sparkling diamonds. Its design reflects Shaq's dominance and achievements during his basketball career. Even the largest standard ring sizes would look small compared to this. It symbolizes both victory and the personality of one of basketball's giants. The photo highlights how monumental trophies can appear when scaled to humans. Displayed here is the skeleton of Robert Wadlow, the tallest man ever recorded. He reached an incredible height of 8 feet 1 inch during his life. The bones show extraordinary length, especially in his arms and legs. Standing next to normal human proportions, the size difference is shocking immediately. His extraordinary height was caused by a condition affecting his pituitary gland. Despite his towering stature, Robert Wadlow was gentle and well known for kindness. The photo captures both human fragility and the extremes of natural growth perfectly. Here we see an average human compared to several bears and Robert Wadlow. The size difference is immediately striking when placed beside these massive creatures. Grizzly bears and polar bears tower over the person on all sides. Even the tallest black bears look enormous compared to human proportions clearly. Robert Wadlow, the tallest man ever, still appears smaller than some bears. This visual comparison highlights both human scale and the extraordinary sizes of nature. The image captures extremes in height and strength in one single frame. Shown here is a typical school bus parked next to a haul truck. The difference in size is immediately obvious, almost unbelievable at first glance. The school bus looks tiny, like a toy, compared to this giant. Haul trucks are built for mining and heavy-duty industrial transport purposes. They can carry hundreds of tons of material in one massive load. This photo captures the extreme scale difference between everyday vehicles and giants. Displayed here is a single tooth from a fully grown moose. Even alone, it looks massive compared to a typical human hand. Moose have large, flat teeth designed to grind tough vegetation efficiently. Their molars can measure several inches long, built for heavy chewing. The size shows just how big these forest giants' heads really are. Standing next to one, people are reminded of the moose's sheer scale. This photo highlights how even a single part of a moose impresses immensely. Shown here is a cow molar placed beside a human molar for scale. The cow's tooth is much larger and thicker than the human version. It's built for grinding tough grasses and fibrous plant material efficiently. Human molars are smaller, flatter, and suited for an omnivorous diet instead. The size difference is immediately obvious, even to the casual observer clearly. This comparison highlights how anatomy adapts to different dietary needs in animals. The image shows that even ordinary teeth can vary dramatically in size. Displayed here are the massive jaws of the prehistoric megalodon shark. A human stands beside them, looking tiny in comparison instantly. Megalodon teeth could reach over 7 inches long, massive and serrated. Its jaws could open wide enough to swallow a small car whole. This apex predator dominated oceans millions of years ago with sheer power. Seeing the scale compared to a person highlights its terrifying size. The photo captures nature's ultimate predatory engineering in one jaw-dropping frame. Shown here are the massive talons of a full-grown eagle. They are long, curved, and designed for gripping prey tightly and quickly. Even a human hand looks small next to these powerful claws immediately. Eagles use their talons to catch fish, birds, and other small animals. The strength in each talon allows them to lift prey many pounds. Their size and sharpness make them one of nature's most effective hunting tools. This photo highlights how predators evolve specialized tools for survival perfectly. Displayed here is a giant squid next to a human for scale. Its tentacles stretch incredibly long, dwarfing the person standing beside it instantly. These deep-sea creatures can grow up to 40 feet in total length. The massive eyes are built for detecting light in the ocean's depths. Arms and tentacles are lined with strong suction. The comparison shows how enormous and alien these rarely seen animals appear. This photo captures nature's deep-sea giants in all their intimidating glory. Shown here is the atomic bomb dropped on Nagasaki compared to a human. Even on the ground, the device looks massive and intimidating instantly. It was designed to carry a devastating nuclear payload across the city. The bomb's size seems small compared to its catastrophic destructive power. Standing beside it, a person looks tiny against this historical weapon. Its dimensions hide the unimaginable human and environmental impact it would unleash. This image highlights the scale of technology paired with its devastating potential. Shown here are the Mars rovers compared to a typical human instantly. They are much larger than most people imagine at first glance. The wheels alone are taller than a small adult standing nearby. Each rover carries a suite of scientific instruments and cameras on board. Engineered for extreme terrain, they can traverse rocks, craters, and Martian soil. Standing beside one, a person looks tiny compared to the technological marvel. This photo highlights human ingenuity scaled up for exploring another planet successfully. Displayed here is a blue whale's heart beside a human for scale. Its size is immediately shocking, dwarfing the person standing next to it. The heart alone can weigh around 180 kilograms, heavier than most adults. Its arteries are so wide that a human could fit through them easily. This organ powers the largest animal ever to live on Earth fully. Standing beside it, humans feel just how massive blue whales truly are. The photo captures the scale and power of nature's ultimate giant perfectly. Shown here is the Hubble Space Telescope beside a few humans for scale. Even on the ground, it towers over the people standing nearby instantly. The telescope stretches about 43 feet long, almost like a small bus. Its main instruments and mirrors are housed inside the cylindrical body carefully. Engineered for precision, it has orbited Earth for decades, capturing breathtaking images. Compared to humans, its size and complexity are immediately impressive and tangible. This photo highlights both human ingenuity and the massive scale of technology. Displayed here is a monument marking the site of the Donner Party tragedy. The snowdrifts they faced were unbelievably deep, nearly swallowing them completely. This monument illustrates the extreme winter conditions pioneers had to endure daily. Standing beside it, humans appear tiny against the representation of harsh snow. The snow made travel nearly impossible, causing starvation and suffering among travelers. It reminds us how dangerous and unpredictable early frontier winters could be. This photo captures both human struggle and nature's overwhelming icy power vividly. Shown here is a human hand placed inside a polar bear's footprint. The footprint is massive, easily dwarfing an average adult hand immediately. Polar bears have huge paws designed for swimming and walking on ice efficiently. The large surface area helps distribute weight and prevents them from breaking through snow. Standing beside it, humans realize the sheer size of these Arctic predators. Each footprint reflects strength, weight, and adaptation to extreme cold environments clearly. This photo highlights nature's scale, showing how tiny humans appear next to giants. Shown here is Sultan Kosen, the world's tallest man, standing beside his wife. The height difference is striking, even though both are adults of average size. Sultan stands at 8 feet 2 inches, towering well above a normal person. His wife reaches only a little over 5 feet tall, emphasizing the scale. The image highlights just how extreme human height can get naturally. Despite the difference, they appear happy and comfortable together in this photo. This comparison gives a real perspective on what it means to be the tallest. Captured here are the Manpupuner rock formations with a man nearby. These giant stone pillars rise dramatically from the flat Russian landscape. Each formation stands between 100 and 140 feet tall today. They were shaped over millions of years by wind and frost. The local Mansi people consider them sacred, calling them spirits frozen. Next to the towering rocks, the man looks almost invisible. This scene highlights nature's power to create breathtaking, otherworldly monuments over time. This photo shows the flag from the French warship Le Généreux. It's spread out across a dock with people standing nearby. The scale is wild. The flag dwarfs them completely. It's over 16 meters long and hand-stitched. This isn't just for show. Flags this size had to be seen from far out at sea. It flew on a 74-gun warship, massive ship, massive flag. Captured here is a man standing 6 feet 9 inches beside a woman 5 feet 1 inch. The difference in height is instantly clear and visually striking together. His shoulders and head tower far above her smaller frame easily. Standing side by side, the scale almost looks unreal at first. This contrast shows how extreme human height can vary naturally. Simple tasks like eye contact or holding hands change with scale. The scene highlights diversity in human height with dramatic visual impact. Displayed here is the massive hand of a gorilla beside a human. The gorilla's fingers are thick, powerful, and much longer than ours. Its palm easily engulfs a human hand with overwhelming size. Gorilla hands are built for climbing, gripping, and incredible physical strength. Their grip is several times stronger than any human could manage. The human hand looks fragile and delicate against such raw power. This comparison shows nature's strength and scale within one striking image. Here we see the true size of an Asian giant hornet. Commonly called a murder hornet, it dwarfs the size of honeybees. Their bodies can grow up to 2 inches in total length. The stingers are long enough to pierce thick protective clothing layers. They can deliver painful venom that sometimes proves medically dangerous. Beside everyday insects, the hornet looks like a flying monster. This image shows how intimidating these insects truly appear in scale. Pictured here is a volcanic eruption shown beside the Empire State Building. The eruption's towering column of ash and fire climbs into the sky. Volcanoes can blast plumes reaching heights of around 1,000 feet upward. In comparison, the Empire State Building stands at 1,454 feet tall. Side by side, the building still appears small beside nature's fury. The eruption's scale demonstrates raw power beyond anything humans can create. Captured here is an enormous wolf-dog hybrid standing beside its handler. The animal's size is far beyond what most expect from a dog. Its shoulders nearly reach the waist of the person holding it. These hybrids combine the strength of wolves with domestic dog features. They can weigh over 100 pounds, sometimes even closer to 150. The thick fur and piercing eyes give it a wild appearance. This image highlights the raw power and presence of wolf dogs. Here we have the giant African land snail, a surprising creature. It may look like a slimy bunny inside a hard shell, but in reality, it's an extremely invasive pest across many regions. These snails eat rapidly and lay eggs in very large numbers. Originally native to East Africa, they spread worldwide through the pet trade. Adults can grow up to 8 inches long in full size. Their shells reach nearly 5 inches wide, making them truly massive. A small yet destructive species causing significant agricultural and ecological damage.